Brentford nil, Chelsea nil, but that game was an absolute pleasure to watch if you're a neutral fan. If you're a Chelsea fan, it's disappointing as hell because Chelsea once again dropped points, but today it's a point gained in my eyes. Let's get into chatting, Breeze, and you know the deal here. We go through the good, the bad, and the downright ugly of the match. Let's go. Welcome to the Kavkas View, guys, and you already know it, right? So, Graham Potter thinks he's the Tinkerman, Claudio Ranieri, a whole host of changes, and look, this is something that's going to have to happen. Our squad is thin, our squad is going to be having injuries left, right, and centre purely due to the fixture congestion. We are going to have issues, and today, Conor Gallagher got injured again, so we have to rotate. Did he get the selection right? Well, hindsight's 2020 and everyone thinks now that he didn't and Pulisic should have started. When Pulisic came on, he was fantastic. But let's break this game down from top to bottom. We're going to actually start with the positives because there are a lot of positives to take away from today. There are a few negatives and there's one downright ugly. But before we get to that, I need you lot to do the admin stuff. Alright, none of us like the admin stuff, but it makes you lot nice people. So hit the like button and whatever number you are, so if you're 75 in the comments, drop a 75. If it's 69, 69. 165, 165. You get the gist. In the pin comment is my Instagram. Go follow me, hit me up in the DMs, and let me know your thoughts, alright, on the game. And I can answer any questions that you guys have regarding football. But let's get on with it good. Another clean sheet, and more importantly, a point gained. Look, guys, at the end of the day, we have not been a great side and we're not going to be competing for a league title. Reason being is we're not potent enough up top. So when you're not potent enough up top, you're not going to compete for no league title. You just have to be realistic and look at what the season's for. This season is about cracking 80 points, guaranteeing top 4, and almost laying the foundations down for next year when Graham Potter is going to have us going at everyone. Today, the performance from Chelsea wasn't the best. There were times when we were weathering the storm, but that is the positive. We weathered the storm 2 games in a row. We should, in reality, pick up 0 points from these last 2 games. Yet, we've picked up 4, and all of a sudden, we're making an undefeated streak. So now we've got Manchester United, and if we beat them, and all of a sudden, in a week, it's 7 points. So that is a positive to take away from today because Brentford were the better team in moments and Brentford could have capitalised horribly. And then you need to look at Kepa. Kepa made 3 excellent saves, maybe even 4. 3 from Tony. The 3 from Tony were very, very interesting and you have to love to see it because the first one was a free header and Kepa tipped it over the bar. The second one was a beautiful header because Tony gambled and the reflex save from Kepa Arrizabalaga, spot on. The third one from Tony was in the second half late. Tony absolutely took another touch thinking Kepa's going to commit and wipe him out. Kepa didn't, made himself big, and then he didn't commit even further. He just literally kayaked across and blocked it. Well done. Mbeumo tested him as well. Kepa all round had a fantastic game. And not only did Kepa have a fantastic game for sake and sake, his distribution was amazing today as well. It's like having another player on the pitch. Honestly, he's been very, very good. And the best part of this today was I really saw players step up. Kepa stepped up. Trevor Chalobah once again stepped up. Like Trevor Chalobah's performance today was one of a player that if we were linked to, we'd be asking for 60-70 million pounds to sign. Because he is leading the line in the defence with Koulibaly and Cesar Azpilicueta either side of him. And he's going up against one of the most informed strikers in the league who, in my opinion, apart from those chances, right, that 2 of them were fluky, 1 of them was in transition, Kepa dealt with him, Chalobah dealt with him nicely. Chalobah's all-round performance today was actually very good, very competent, and very assured. Leadership capability. And more importantly, I think he really, really performed well. In the sense that whenever Koulibaly made a mistake, he was there to cover. Whenever Aspi looked like he was getting to make a mistake, he was there to cover. And this is what you need from your centre-back, right? It is integral that they are switched on, reading the game, and knowing when to commit and knowing when to come out. And today, he was amazing. Potter subs could have won us the game. And what really annoys me is, why didn't we do that sooner? Why did we not bring the pace on sooner? And sometimes I question the abnormal amount of rotation. I understand it, right? I understand it, but I can question it. And my question here arises, why was Pulisic not starting? Like, you see how he's come on with a point to prove. And you know what? Pulisic and Sterling made a difference. And Chukwuemeka made a difference as well. It's the ability to carry a ball and look threatening in the final third. It's something that our starters, apart from Broja, did not do. Aubameyang as well, threatening. But Pulisic's cameo was arguably the best I've seen Pulisic play in a long, long time. Pulisic needs to get an opportunity this weekend. And Pulisic has to be in that starting lineup alongside Raheem Sterling, alongside Mason Mount and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. You need to find a way to fit all of them in. And that's my personal opinion. I don't know how he's going to do it, but we need to find a way. The bad is, guys, we are getting by with Miss Lady Love. Because realistically speaking, right, let's look at the last two games. Villa popped us. 8 saves Kepa made. Today, Brentford had 4-5 good opportunities. Like, on another day, Brentford score, guys. Yes, we score as well on another day because we had opportunity. But Brentford absolutely battered us in periods in that game. And Kepa had to step up. Kalidou Koulibaly made a block, I remember, from an Mbembo shot. And then, the one and only Trevor Chalobah was just phenomenal. But we need to actually switch on and stop exposing our goalkeeper to so many shots on target. The frequency of chances being generated against us is mad. The XG is highlighting that we're getting away with it. And today, once again, we're getting away with it. Then we need to look at the front forward line. Mount was poor today, wasn't involved. But the one we need to talk about is Kai Havertz. I love Kai Havertz as a player, right? But recently, he really has been moving like Shy Havertz. And what I don't like about players is you can try the difficult stuff. And when the difficult stuff doesn't come off and you're out of form, I understand it, I respect it. I'll even make excuses for you. No excuses, I'll give you justifications for why it's not working. But what I do not understand and what I cannot understand, and a lot of people don't understand this, is when you have no intensity in your game. And Kai's looking like that at the moment. He's not running at people. He's not being audacious. He's not being penetrative enough. And that's not good enough. Like, you need to do more. You're a player that's been here for 3 years now. This is your 3rd season. And we expect a certain standard of performance. I understand we need to be patient, and I understand he's going to go on a run of games where he's going to score goals and everyone's going to get hyped, and we're going to say this is the Kai Havertz we want to see. But we need to start seeing an element of consistency if he's going to be the generational player that everyone said he is. Eden Hazard didn't need time. Oscar, for bloody hell, did not need time. Oscar was actually fairly consistent from a statistical standpoint. So we need him to step up now. Then you start looking at Kalidou Koulibaly's performance at the back. Kalidou got signed, and I believed we got a world-class centre-half. In moments, he looks imperious. In moments, he looks like a leader among men. He looks like the vocal one, the powerful one, the technician of the defense, in the sense that he gets the ball, he can spray it, he reads the game well. But then he's had few games here and there where he's looked very shaky. He's always rash. He's trying to jump in front of the defender to win the ball as striker. And he's fouling, and he's just causing unnecessary problems. Today was one of those average games. He wasn't poor, nor was he excellent. But when you sign a player of his caliber at his age, you almost expect a leadership role to be acquired. A player that in times when things are tough, he's the one stepping up and not Trevor. And today, by that reason, I'm going to put him in the bad. And the final thing, too many average performances. Whilst Broja had moments here and there where he looked electric, poor decision making, poor end product, poor finale in the final third. And people are going to say, Alex, he's young, stop being harsh, you play for Chelsea. This is the standard. This isn't Southampton. This is not going to be enough. You saw when Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang came on the difference. You need to have that quality in your game. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, you're going to play wing-back, you need to take on your man every now and then, bro. I understand Reece James is out for a significant period of time. And I understand this is the shit we got ourselves into by not bringing in another player to actually accompany us in that position. But at the end of the day, what can you do? You lot have to make the best out of a bad situation. Kovacic, I need you to step up. Azpilicueta had a good game, so I'm not going to put him in the bad. But all round, the performance was very mid. We didn't play well until the last 20 minutes and until the last 20 minutes of the first half. The game was literally split in halves, and neither one of us had the control. So that really frustrates. And finally, looking at the ugly, and people aren't going to like the ugly, but we've got another injury. Conor Gallagher got an opportunity to start, and he was looking shaky, but realistically speaking, he came off. I don't know what's gone wrong with him, but this was a bad one, because all of a sudden we've lost 4 players now, and in a matter of time, and it's starting to accumulate, guys. Like, we're not really blessed in those positions with volume and numbers, but players are starting to get injured, and it's becoming a mad problem, and we need to step up. Conor came off, and that's the only ugly from today's game. Overall, guys, this was the Kavkas View. Chelsea picked up another point, and this is the point game in hand. So now we've closed the gap even closer to Arsenal, who are top 7 points clear of us. Manchester City are 4 points clear of us, and this is a good place to be, considering how the season started. So we need to be positive, we need to be optimistic about the future, but we need to be realistic about the future, like what can happen this season. We've got Manchester United next. Let's hope we pipe them, let's hope we win this game. But hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, let me know your thoughts. And like I said before, we're aiming for 1,000 likes. In the pinned comment is my Instagram, go follow me there. And yeah, guys, adios amigos, bye bye.